with our pistols and Furia on that CT side. I'm assuming that's a legit tactical Zeus.
Interesting by Art. The pistol round Zeus. It's one that we might get a bit of a look at here today as he's made his way over towards B as the solo B defender. We'll have Twists on the other side of this, just dealing with his early aggression, and we will see a lot of that from Art throughout this series. But this is quite the tempered start. So not the quick smokes onto A, pushing towards CT spawn, and lucky that because there's two members, Junior and Vinny, tucked on in.
Furia transitioning to speaking English in Junior's arrival. Faze clan with a few days practice and absolutely no pressure. I've seen some of the individual prowess out of Rain and his P250 on the pistols, but opening info play from Katowice confirms that there is at least one mid.
Okay, now Art's Zeus might actually come into play here around this smoke. Peppering a couple shots, that's good info, and the damage is good as well. So yeah. Twist is kept on notice. We'll have to drop back a little bit. Now the smokes are coming out from Faze, so window smoked off. Still no indication on where they want to finish just yet. This is quite the pace from Faze here.
He's looking, it could be that mid-A pincer. Cold will deploy his first smoke grenade. Kerrigan with a flash. Yuri back on CT. There's 3 here to receive them here. This first frag will be very indicative of how the pistol will shape up. Good flash again from ramp, keeps them segregated and spread out. Multiple targets, and look at this. You're just going to get overrun. You're never getting a one-on-one. There's at least 2 Glocks just spamming you down as they swarm into the site.
Oh, and Katowice wants to put a stop to this push from Twist. Some damage will be done, but he's going to quickly hit the dirt, and it's just going to be Art.
How many people have shot at Twist on this pistol? I think that you know how CSGO says, took damage from 3 different enemies until that's Twist. He really did manage to just... Oh,
he might get it.
It's happening.
Oh, that would have been a way to kick off the game for Art, but Kerrigan gets 3 kills, and you're right. Yeah, it feels like Twist. The guys from FURIA like to play. You have superstars over there on Faze. I'm hoping we get an opportunity, which is just 2 teams standing and just slogging, going back and forth. Because the 4 spies yesterday, FURIA versus Na'Vi, that was nuts. They didn't come out on top of it all the time, but they were very stubborn in their approach.
Something I found interesting as well was when Cold Zero was doing his Dream 6 and he went all Brazilian.
Yeah.
Some of the criticisms he had for Katowice despite picking him was that he felt like he had some gaps in his gameplay still. So Cold's been watching him closely. Feels like he's a player under development still. We'll see if Cold can back that up with a W today. Yet to see him fill the feed.
All right, now if Faze continue this little adventure over towards the A bomb site, nobody's home and they'll get that bomb down for free. We can see that Fury have upgraded into these Deagles, and I said it was going to be a brawl. Well, this seems like it's going to be a big swing and a miss because Furia have gambled incorrectly. Utility comes out now, just clearing these close corners, making sure the pistols can't strike, and
Junior's got his Deagle honed on the Palace peak. Yuri's taking heavy flak, won't be able to hold Rain, and oh, he is going to get traded. That's a big frag from Vinny. Into A though. Art to deny the plant. That's his plan. Brokey to bodyguard.
There's a chance.
He's a sitting duck, but the bomb does go down and the frags do too.
We got a new seating angle there for Brokey. Isn't that quite nice as well on the cam? So it will just be Junior. Now, on his debut, Junior looked absolutely phenomenal, but against Na'Vi, Furia were outclassed in a 2-0 fashion. If they can bounce back today against a Faze, this is a matchup where I think a lot of people would be coming in initially with a 50-50 mindset.
Yeah, and if anyone's, perhaps desperate for a bit more info as to Junior's storyline up till now, HLTV.org released a great article where you really did learn an awful lot about his progress and his process, actually. He talked about, one of the quotes I think I'll regurgitate many times upon this guy's career is that he said, if Simple has 100 hours, I'll have 101. And that's going to be going down.
Counter-Strike today.
So much CS. I'm enjoying this one as well. Faze have started with a bang. This is, of course, the power of... I mean, Chad, I've just realized we've combined 2 of the biggest CS jinxes. We've got not only the honeymoon period of Kerrigan, but we've also got the fact that you've got 0 pressure. You combine the 2 of them, you could be in for a deep run. Let's see. Rain bouncing out of the apartments with his Mac-10. He's got Vinny to contend with, just the Desert Eagle. Look at the flames. Good grief, he has just got 1 channel into the site. And they're not even addressing it. Yeah. They'll drop some more util, short smoked off. This is very thorough.
There's still 1 player of Cold Zero lurking late, so Faze aren't feeling any pressure right now, but Furia may as well have a crack at this one, see what damage they can do to the economy. That AK and Galil both over towards the short position. Junior boosted up and over. Just waiting for a Faze member to step out of line. Do they want to hold on to it? Looks like it, but Cold wants to punish Junior with another great shot.
Yeah, he's caused some trouble so far, financially at least. It won't have too much of a flow-on effect, but recovered AK-47s for Furia. bringing in USPs, leaving with AKs.
It's actually quite a decent eco here.
Yeah, they're not complaining. Far from it. In fact, you can see Rain is all too aware that at the moment the financial save is going to be favouring the boys from FURIA here. All of your most expensive rifles.
Oh.
Oh.
The language barrier having to shift from, well, Portuguese over to English. And that's not the easiest thing whatsoever. And filling the role of Henny, who was extremely instrumental for FURIA last year in their rise to the top of North American Counter-Strike.
And a relatively short career in comparison to some of the players on the FaZe Clan roster. Junior finding CS and discovering it in 2015. Yuri struggles, ramp open. FaZe pay a heavy price, but will they get into the site? Junior backs up. He's not going to be able to... Ooh, maybe he can find Cold here. That's a nice boost. And he sees his hand, knocks Cold down. 4-on-4. Bomb's not planted. Those smokes will fade. He's got about 5 seconds left. Brokey wants to contest. K-Serato's found him and denies the plant as well. No, the bomb did go down. Twist fell just a second after. And so a very, very stacked 2v4. It's going to be a quick FURIA retake. Karrigan completely disconnected, going around the wild. And yeah, I mean, he's going for the Hail Mary play. It's not even necessarily planted for him, so expect to see that defuse quick.
Junior's the only one with a kit here, so there is a little bit of extra time, but this is so unlikely now. The bomb is being defused. Karrigan has one chance at this.
Not even. Not even. Art's holding it. I think you may have heard it. And Bob's your uncle. 4 remain. They keep all of their AKs.
Potency, because they're not getting fought, they're not getting any battles. It's likely that he's gone for that type of a play. Rain will be the only one with an emission to this one. It's going to be a deagle for him, and back towards A they go. So really trying to set the tone and pace early over towards this A bomb site. Behind the flames, they peek, and Junior takes down Karrigan.
Yeah, haven't seen many misses out of Junior yet. That's one. Yuri finishes off the job, though. Twist surely going to be able to finish the job if Cold's molly doesn't. So typical setup for FaZe. They like Cold through Palace. Up ramp is Twist's. Cold typically a late arrival. Brokey does have a chance here, but already the numbers favor FURIA. And there's so much time on the clock. They can just hit pause. There is absolutely no Brazilian presence on B, and understandably so.
So another smoke limped out gives Vinny something to work with here. And if they want information, FURIA can probably throw one body at this towards A, but they're actually clearing out info in mid. And of course, it's Art. Aggressive up, will be able to cover mid and that B rotation. And right now, FaZe are just checking their behinds, making sure they haven't been flanked just yet. The timing on this with 47 seconds. They can stand and wait here, FaZe. And these mid rounds is where they traditionally do some of their best work, just the individuals waiting for the headshots to present themselves. But this is a difficult line to clear that Art's currently playing.
Yeah. Should they find this frag, this round becomes infinitely more winnable. The questions will be asked, and it's such a tight line held by Art. Get wrecked. He is not taking any chances here, Chad. Smokes it off after the frag. 2v4, he knows who he's up against, but Cold's just got a momentary gap. He swings out, punishes Vinny, knows there's another, and it's clean. Good grief, Cold Zera, hello. Brokey to plant. Round becoming winnable now. They're turning this one around. I thought Art had done enough. Bomb down with a second to spare. Brokey is on default. And he's even still got a smoke grenade, Chad. He's going to be able to play around this, shave some time off the clock. Kit on Junior.
It's coming up ramp now. This is awkward for Brokey, and Cold's left him hanging.
Oh, but he finds him as he elevates. 1 for 1. Art hunting. Cold's opted for ramp. It's a perfect plant for him. Doesn't have a smoke.
This is great for Art. If he can just tap this and sit it, if he has the idea.
But he didn't. And all the ideas knocked out of his head by...
For a player to potentially come from B or up that underpass. So that's just the communication. And Cold finding a lucky timing. So great impact. 4-1 now. FaZe off to a great start here as FURIA will rebuy the double orbs. 1 for Junior, 1 for Art. Lower control now taken. And as we can see, Twists, he's got a little bit of aggro just above him here. Junior is perched up on catwalk looking towards top middle. Smoke clearing in mid now. And, well, Rain, he's presenting for a bit of a run boost there.
Junior and Art for a double orb duo. That does definitely sound promising. So run boost across. Junior, how quick can you flick? He doesn't quite land the shot. Space given. Twist through underpass as well. Let's see how FaZe piece this one together. To get across, you will need a smoke on the connector, and there it goes.
How are they going to react to this? Because Yuri's up close ramp on his own. They're really focused on middle here. Looks like a connector pounce here onto A, so lots of pressure as more players from FURIA are getting rotated over.
Vinny tucking in, Art to get that first shot, and he's connected it, perfect. Falls out, smoked off, baits in, Vinny. This is a perfect execution from the CTs, and it's just Vinny and Art taking it in turns. Partners in crime.
Deagles now for Faze, unable to afford another buy. And Art's actually been flashed off. He's been spotted, but still he had a chance at that one. Art's going to finally go down.
Yeah, Rain's $700 Deagle takes down 7,000 of Art's investment. Twist did catch a stray bullet through the smoke, and another one as well. They're actually equally trading through that unconfirmed damage. And oh, Yuri, the step made it a little awkward, but trade on its way. Yuri has the support of Vinny though, and they're all just duking it out.
Now.
How was Rain hit that as well? The Deagles fill the feed. Awkward now for FURIA. Kseratu with a scrap of health, Junior. Not ideal. Very winnable if he can start finding these shots before they close the gap. If he can keep them at arm's length, Chad, if he can keep them at ramp, keep them at connector. He has to actively seek that information though, and they're happy to pause.
This is such a scary position for him though.
He's got 0 util though, it's not fun. It's just gonna have to be bodies. Twist will get some info with his. He goes down. Kseratu on the rotate as well. Brokey walking that bomb on in, and actually Junior wants to play around his own smoke. I like that.
They have to take the fight because they've gambled both players towards A. They've left B with Kseratu's HP, and luckily for them, you're bang on. Brokey is going to walk that bomb up the ramp, and this is just a matter of making FURIA second guess themselves. So Rain now perched around middle.
Not going to be easy to convert this. They can't really alternate to an alternate bomb site.
They have to go A.
Yeah. Here they come, both CT. Weapon recovered. Flash doesn't catch him, but a miss. Trying to bait him in, and Junior's gone. Now just at 6 HP. The denial. It could be the round win. He's running, knife out. Cold can't catch him. No way. That is a disaster. Oh, Faze, they worked so hard for it. Cold can't quite believe it.
Hold on to this one. A couple of upgraded pistols and a Deagle and a P250 around it. Well, if Faze were threatening in the previous, there's no reason they can't be threatening again. Over towards B this time is where they're sending the lion's share of their forces. And same thing for FURIA. It's 2 pushing middle, and they actually had 2 players over towards B early, so this nade is going to hurt.
Nice bit of top spin from Kseratu. And the only weapon fires a shot, so they'll be able to piece together the potential here and take some space. Art ready to punish. Oh, but Cold catches him. That's something. Good read from the Brazilian. And there's a small world, a small window.
It collapsed on.
Where Yuri's back is turned. There's 3 holding this. This is such a perfect setup for FURIA. They run boost 1 across, and yeah, blue on brown in the feed. Just the 1 consolation frag so far. Twist flashed off. How much of his AWP DM has he been hitting?
Well, he said he wanted to do a bit of AWPing back within his Liquid days. Doesn't get a chance to take. The buys will come out. And once again, because of that lack of loss bonus, Cold Zero is just down to a Deagle.
Oh, did he jump out as well?
Yeah,
this is quite the approach. 2 down there. And I mean, if you want to punish the AWPer, if you think, okay, well, there's an AWPer underpass, you may not be expecting a second. What a crossfire. FURIA mixing this CT setup up, keeping Carrigan guessing. This could be the punish, though. If he calls for the mid-split, Yuri swings out for a frag. That was just a cursory glance. Kseratu does get traded. Brokey gives them a little bit of room, perhaps a plant. He'll try his best. 2 mid, 1 from kitchen. The bomb will be uncontested. Cold very late to the party. He'll be equipped with only the Desert Eagle and 2 flashbangs. Perhaps if Brokey can catch one of these aggressors early, they might be boosting. He's not currently checking it out.
It's the one avenue they're not watching right now here, Faze, so some problems. Brokey needing to watch kitchen, has to pivot towards short as well. A shot fired, that's going to help. Narrowing down his line of sight now. Oh, it's a 1-on-3. Yeah,
Brokey, what you got, mate? Misses his first. This gets awkward now. They know exactly where he is. Time is on his side. If he could just survive. And now he's spotted another. Junior is from the apps and just in time. My God, that was a close one. He knew they were going to try and cross to the bomb. That's why he jostled towards the left. He caught a glimpse of Art, but Junior
taking the lead here on their CT side. Pistols again for FaZe Clan, leaning back over towards A with a couple of these smokes. Aggressive up middle. Look at FURIA. They never stop, do they? Always in your face. Junior's got no dramas playing that type of Counter-Strike. Shot goes off early. That information rattled on over, and they want to take space towards A. Bunch of smokes on the site as Junior takes down Rain. So the extra pressure's gone. The fake is slowly being whittled away. The bomb is stuck in no man's land of T-spawn. This looks like a great round for FURIA. They've dealt with this easily.
I just realized Junior doesn't have the 10-year veteran coin if he bought CS in, if he bought CS in 2015. So any of you watching with your 10-year veteran coin, this kid has outperformed you outgrinded. 11 frags already against top opposition. Now, bomb plant would have been a dream scenario, but the loss of both Rain and Carrigan early does just put them into this dire strait of maybe just trying to pull a couple of extra smokes and Molotovs out of these CTs.
Yeah, there's not too many worries just here.
I see, the only universe where I see a frag, it's certainly not these ramp players. Maybe Cold knocks Yuri's head off on his Palace arrival. These guys make ramp noise, Yuri's not looking Palace, Cold bops his head off as he stands. Nice control, that's the headshot. That's the headshot, that's not too shabby. Cold definitely a threat out of Palace.
In there for all of that action. 6-4, guns come out. So everybody finally has an AK. We've had 2 gun rounds from Faze where players have had deagles instead of rifles. This might be the difference maker right here.
Junior, he's got moves like Jagger. And the flash saves his teammate's life. Carrigan added to the list though. Cold and Carrigan both meeting the double orbs. This is a very punishing setup FURIA have managed to adopt.
Even with all that utility as well, they're not able to take any of this space.
Okay, this is a potential turn of the tide as the smoke fades. Yuri's safe and even has a nade for Rain. Advantage lost. FURIA a threat all over the map. And I'd imagine the paranoia starts to spread, especially when you're against such a dynamic and mobile CT squad. It's like, we've left so many gaps now. You just start worrying about the flank. You start being concerned about the non-standard push.
I'm trying to make some space over towards B here, but 3-on-5 immediately. These double AWPs are really wreaking havoc.
Oh, Junior might even get himself some more. Lines him up. Can't quite knock him down. Big frag from Twist on the way into B. Vinny's the only one there to receive. Oh, sketchy spray. Does adapt. From the hip, finding the head. Quick trade again. Twist, filling the feed. Brokey makes it competitive. 2-on-2, bomb down. They've had a couple of close calls here, Faze. On for the boost. Twist has hit some great shots already, but Art knocks down the first. Brokey's gone. Twist would have to hit some incredible shots. Art might give him this duel, but it's about timing. Oh, just as he starts to consider the flank.
Oh, well, close one there. Bomb goes down. Considering how that started, pretty good round for FaZe to get the bomb and help give them a bit of extra money to get the buys going. Maybe even go for some more of those set pieces straight onto a bomb site. They weren't finding too much success there either, so stop these AWPs. They might find themselves the avenue in. Junior's on 13, Art's on 9, so combined doing an absolutely phenomenal job. And here he is again, just jumping around mid like he owns the place.
Yes.
Like, look how active he is, and he's not even scared about making noise. He's just happy to, come on, fight me.
Just assumes he'll get a nice, audible cue, whether it's a flashbang or smoke grenade towards shore.
Hey team, I'm just gonna go searching underpass with an AWP. And he's probably going to find a kill.
And I mean, I imagine this is also quite, it's not like FURIA approach every CT side with this kind of laissez-faire attitude. I imagine this one is also an influence because they know their opponent. They know that you're not going to have every gap ironed out for all of the ridiculous aggressive maneuvers that can occur when you've had 3 days to practice.
Like this.
Like that. Oh, a miss. A chance to get away. Woo. Rain's going to be very grateful to still have that heart beating in round 12.
He's trapped, but he's already drawn so much time. There's only 40 seconds left on the clock.
Yeah, he's trying to get himself out. The spray's tagging him up nicely. K-Serato's losing health, but it's FaZe that are losing players. Pushing through that mid-smoke. One goes down. Yuri loves this position. I don't blame him. And Cold can knock it off. Again, FaZe overcoming these disadvantages, these two-man disadvantages that they keep bringing it into a level playing field and just can't quite pull it across the line.
Well, they've got 15 seconds to do so now.
Yeah, let's see if they can stop that plant. Junior, a smoke to enable a bit more of an advance from CT. Cold's a beast from the Palace. I hear damage. I hear a lot of it. Bomb goes down, though. And now all onto Coldzera. This is how it's all been shaping up. You know where he lives. You know Coldzera's home. The Prince in Palace, but 8 for FURIA. They take that nicely. But it does... are you noticing the trend as well, Chad? That they'll lose 2 early frags and then...
expecting, like, Art pushing underpass. So, difficult scenes. 8-4 and...
Oh, there it is again.
Come on, man. He just spammed through the smoke. Range just had his head completely locked on off there, and FaZe are trying one of these smoke gimmick plays towards connector and window again. So I'm trying to boost Carrigan up, so the in-game leader might feel like he needs to make a play. Oh, he's getting twisted up. He said he wants to set up his star player. Doing it quite literally here.
Yeah, I think Twist is going to be someone I'm very interested to know, how his chapter ends in 2021. Very early stages here, but newfound motivation, new in-game leadership, and unlike anything he's ever been playing under before. And the motivation on European soil. I imagine even EU FPL and EU ESEA are constantly giving him new opportunities to learn and develop.
Well, he's found a gap here, but he needs to find a kill, and not clearing his hard left. Yuri punishes him. There's another. Karrigan's down. And that's it. That's the thing. These first kills always look too easy for FURIA. The last couple, you bang on in the sense they're able
to replicate, not so easy. A 9-6 half, fully functional. Anything else, though? FURIA is starting to accrue enough to throw a knockout blow to Faze's map pick.
So it definitely tells the story, right? With this new HUD update for everybody, the red, they're negative in terms of their KD, so more deaths than kills. And for FURIA, everybody's in the green, which means more kills than deaths. So things are going quite well for the FURIA camp. And they continue to go that way. 17 for Junior.
Yeah, he really has had such a lovely debut. You couldn't really ask for anything more.
It's his first time on European soil playing Counter-Strike.
Oh, he does lose his life in transition. Twist. Finding an important frag, takes the AWP down. Unfortunately, as soon as they have, once again, that even ground, it's knocked back in FURIA's favor.
Yeah, they just killed an AWP on A, and then there's another one in CT spawn. This is the thing, right? Because FURIA are just everywhere. They feel like they're everywhere. There's always someone in an awkward position. When you think you have space for or timing for a rotation, someone from FURIA is there.
Interesting gap here. Is Art looking... Okay, so he's intermittently checking. So there is a slight window where if Rain times it right, he may be able to punish, and oh, Twist could do it too. Okay, I'm standing up for this one.
Quesarodo just found the right timing to get both.
Twist can maybe... Oh, he's been found as well. Hopes and dreams shattered. Art with another double. That's...
CT side, they can show what their individuals can do.
Yeesh.
Here he is again. Oh!
Not today, Karrigan says. Junior posted up mid. Often this is the moment. Faze find an opening frag, and then instantly we see those stereo warp frags across the map. Now, it is only going to be Junior this time, with the big zoom banger.
He's overstayed his welcome as well, so really wanting to find a kill to level this up. Flashed off, shot comes out. That's a good sound cue to Faze to work with. But when they've tried these connector pincers before, they haven't been great, but that's another entry.
That should be the B plan. I think they're taking the space. Yeah, Twist broke. You bring the bomb. Junior, how much can you disrupt? Oh, he's through. Beats the smoke, and Rain's gone already. Disappears in. The guys of the smoke now on his side. Bomb will be planted. I don't see how on earth they're supposed to get their way back in. Junior's so low, maybe opting for an alternate angle. Yuri's already still in jungle, actually, so looks like Faze will be finishing this one off with the 5th, but there's no reason for FURIA not to give it everything she's got. Captain, there it is. Last few frags caught by the late lurk of Cold, holding that mid-rotation. Oh! There you have it. 5 for Faze on their T-side run. It's their map. Let's see how they defend. Rigid approach. Practice makes perfect. He believes it's all about the numbers. It's about the hard work you put in. See, he's been putting hard work out as well. It's now Faze looking to do as much as they possibly can to contest. A pistol would go a long way. And look at the early info. They're taking a couple of chances, in fact, and showing ramp. The bomb's going through underpass mid to A.
And Brokey's already pushed towards T-spawn, so they're going to get collapsed on here, FURIA, unless they can make all these kills.
Ooh, are they covering the window? I don't think they are. Karrigan's so focused on the Palace peak.
He must have heard something now.
Junior's already caught Brokey, though. That was the flank found. They can go anywhere they want. They're running B!
B!
Oh, this is so cheeky. Or he faked the steps at least. What are they up to? Yuri gone. Doesn't expect the underpass. Should be a clean frag from Junior here. And it is. Oh man, this pistol's going back and forward.
They're still coming through middle, so they could go A or B. Vinny towards A, ramp goes down.
That's an important frag. The fact he's taken down Brokey's ramp lurk, now they'll come as a unit. Cold with 1. Junior continues to be a thorn in their side. He's on for an ace. 3 frags from the young gun.
They still can go either site right now.
Okay, Rain on default. Info. Art's going for the CT flank here. This is such a sneaky maneuver.
Twist doesn't know where to go. He's still over towards B.
Well, he knows they're the fakey boys as well. Tucked in on default, that keeps him safe. And he needed that. He's hit 2 bangers already. The Norwegian sending him back in 20 seconds. Twist has been so religious on B, and it sounds like Twist just needs one Tap of his USP. Faze, a crucial win.
Yeah, this round, he has an AK-47, armor behind it as well. FURIA aren't going for one of these all-in force buys, but they're still trying to keep this one honest. Now let's see how much impact he can make, because there's 4 Glocks around him. Nobody else bought into Kevlar or head armor, so this is really all on Art. Rifles are good. 2 M4s, a scout, 2 FAMASs, and a passive stance right here as Art's coming late through the underpass. We'll have multiple members over towards middle to deal with. Twist is pushed up. 1 in the window, that will be Brokey with the scout, and a player was just babysitting over towards Cat of Cold Zero. This is the fight here. If Art takes down Twist and they get this cleanly, they can pick up another rifle.
They're even swinging out top mid. Like, Twist is pretty much guaranteed to die here. Okay, Keserato to swing out again, and there he goes. Second rifle to be picked up. A second frag as well. Keserato takes... Oh! What? How does he stabilize so quickly? Mantles up and knocks Cold Zera for 6.
Oh, they're heading B, and that seems to be the right call here. Everybody has a rifle now. FURIA looking very scary.
Yeah, Rain's been digging Faze out of some of these situations, but Carrigan will have to as well. Not the precision he'd required. Junior's tucked in close. Will you check it? Oh, a very nice peek from Carrigan. Can't knock him off the bomb. It's down. Fresh mag found. No armor, no health. Really, no hope for Yuri. Let's see if he can contest just a little bit. He has taken the first head.
Oh
no way! No armor, no health, no problem. I just assumed you wouldn't get away with something like that, but RNGesus smiles down upon FURIA.
Well, Faze, they didn't want to stop this in its tracks. They've force-bought in here with Deagle's CZ on Carrigan. Very, very light utility here. And that was just the 1 AK. Honestly, that was 1 AK and armor. Everybody else had Glocks. That's all that took. That should not be happening any day of the week here, but we know that FURIA love the force buys. They make every situation awkward, and now FaZe are really up against it. This is their map choice. We've already spoken about the lack of practice, how shallow their map pool will likely be. Well, they're continuing back over towards A here, FURIA, so they haven't been able to find an opening, but at least regrouping with numbers. The last man, Keserato, also making his way back from B now. Doing their housekeeping, clearing off close ramp in case of any pushes. And, well, FaZe have actually left A. They've all found themselves in middle. So a smoke towards window. They know nobody's home. Nice little camera there to show you just how empty that A bomb site is.
Actually, quick response from Brokey. Does want to have some degree of information as to what's behind those smokes, and so tucked in on triple.
Oh, the flashes are so good. Brokey can't see anything.
Nothing. Can't hit anything either. Into the site, they can take all the time they want now. They've got the site, they've got the frags. FURIA running away from the FaZe Clan boys here.
Mask in the middle. Someone take a picture of that and send it to Moses. Or if you FURIA versus Liquid at some point, make sure you're wearing that. You'll scare the bejeebies out of Jason.
Doesn't like his clowns.
Doesn't like his clowns. Not a clown fan. All right, well, USPs for FaZe. We don't like that.
Usps.
Yeah, this one here is, I want to say definitely a FURIA round.
Now, would you consider definitely 100%? It's definitely, it sounds like 100%.
It's pretty definitive. I'm going to go with 100%.
Entirely?
I'm going to go 100%.
Okay. It's entirely impossible that FaZe win this round, everybody. That's Chad Birchall guarantee.
Now, if I'm wrong, I'll just be like, wow, that was crazy, and then we'll all forget about it. But if I'm right, we also won't
I remember
there
was a period of time where people didn't understand that when commentators say this is impossible and then someone wins it, that's okay.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the thing, right?
Yeah,
in these situations.
It took a while for people to understand that when someone does something impossible, like against all odds, and we've already outlined that it was against all the odds, that's the job.
Yeah, it makes it even crazier, right? Or at least it should. Now, one of the things I want to make clear for people who may be a little bit newer to Counter-Strike, it seems like the eco rounds, what you're seeing right here, this type of eco, full USPs, you might only see this once a game, right? Maybe from either side, you'll see a full eco, a full Glock eco, or maybe a full USP eco. It doesn't happen very often. Now, the full ecos, you're probably winning 1 out of 10, right? 1 out of 10.
Like he did a tweet, I mean, admittedly, he did one bang EG out of the dust too.
Sure.
But, I mean, I don't know why where he's got that perception from? What's changed that would influence his opinion that the Deagle's even more influential?
I think it's just the fact that it's more in fashion to go for center of mass now with the close fights.
Double belly buttons.
And then you also have the range at long range fights with a one-shot headshot.
And it's only 700 buckaroos.
Yeah, quite achievable.
Everyone is getting better at the mechanics. So I suppose that punishing 700 really is climbing up people's expectations.
Still looks sick when they hit a Deagle one bullet, though. I love it.
Of course it does. At least we're not doing that quick switch anymore.
Volley towards window, have to extinguish that one. That was very quick, so at least that's information given. And Twist, he's going to get out of window. Rain will be left up in the vent room on his lonesome. And FURIA just operating as a pack right now. Towards top mid, 3 of them still making up their decisions. Looks like Art's made the call as they quickly pull out their smokes and start to run.
Whew.
There's no kit here. I'm very scared for Faze.
Are they going 3-man underpass?
Well, this is a late window smoke that Junior's lining up.
Yeah. So this makes perfect sense, but you rarely see an entire mid take through under. Junior holds the ramp push. It makes a lot of sense. Smokes window for them. They can walk into mid relatively uncontested or spotted. It's pretty hot.
As soon as they make noise, Rain might push the vent and try and kill them from cat. So this could be a sandwich situation.
Oh, they are going entirely unannounced. Not anymore. In goes the util. That'll isolate the CT angle, and they can focus on Karrigan. He's got one. Takes down the fearless leader, and it's all Faze. First time we might be seeing a spotless CT round out of them here.
Yeah, straight into the blender there, wasn't it? You could just see how many different angles they had to worry about, and there wasn't too much threat until those final moments. So FURIA seeing if they can take advantage of any Faze aggression. Not to be the case, and that's the 7th round on the board here for Faze. Money is, that's the type of stuff they want to do. It gets awkward when you really pressure and clamp them down, exploit them with utility. But if we're just fighting, this is the type of game for it. Flashes out mid, Art trying to make some space. They've volleyed him off. He's had to extinguish his smoke. Up Cat. He's actually made the room, so he's going to be very fast into window.
Okay, Art. Likely a dead man walking at 30 HP, and as that smoke fades, Twist responsible for his walk-up. Ramp's a problem. Twist does take down the Art prong. Brokey with a smoke to play around of his own design. It's entirely the commitment into A, and that's the frag he needed. Vinny, though, trying to claw it back in. Rain's burning. He's got no way out. He's so slow. Okay, 10 HP. They're looking for him. He won't find anything else. An even keel. The boat's still rocking for Faze, and Karrigan, he's not found it cleanly. Oh, that's clean. Squeaky clean from Karrigan in the end. He finds Junior's swing, and we will see.
And this is where maybe Faze can really start mounting a bit of a bank, get their players into positive as far as the KD goes. Galil's on the other side, AK's, AWP, utility's still good. Same towards middle. 3 smokes invested towards middle, and it's just 1 man of Art. So if you're going to do this FURIA, you need to make sure you can get yourself some room to work with. Feet spotted, shot goes straight through the legs. Art takes damage. He swaps that one out. So Junior, the full HP, will get the AWP, and they're into B.
Wow. Cold. Found. If they get the other, Karrigan, a need and a multi-kill out of you again. He found 2 on the A take, now into his site B, and just before the smoke blooms, Vinny finds it. Awkward for the retake. I think Twist trying to take some initiative, and it has cost him his life there. The rest will be looking to maintain, yeah, saving one of the 2 AWPs.
So 3 smokes towards middle like that is really showing a lot of intent to want to go for a B split or at least go for mid control. They only had 2 players there and they weren't committed. And that made the B bomb site look a little bit like a sieve. It had holes all over it. They jump out, they kill Cold, rotating back, and well, Art was on the hunt there to see if he could stop these save rifles. At least now they know where they are. FURIA need to hold on to these guns. But yeah, they just found that gap, punished Karrigan. Not in the right position to be able to defend his teammate.
But Vinny and, of course, Junior are all much more comfortable with the language. So I'm interested to see whether, you know, that impacts Kesaratu and Yuri, and as well as, you know, Junior has to basically frag at this level to justify that sacrifice. It's going to be something to keep monitoring as FURIA continue to perform.
So going for this same room here, Art. He's able to worm his way up through the smokes. Has to deal with Cold on the other side. And we'll get the duel and makes the frag. So more pressure on B here. Karrigan's all alone.
What's Karrigan to do?
Melting.
The UMP, they've mollied him out. They can see his bottom. He's flashed, he's fragged. Is this the round? Brokey tags up 1. Quick adjustment into Yuri. Needs a multi-kill, but the flashes are so good. Twist is quick to trade. Needs every single frag from here on out. Junior's not going to give it to him. He's in hot pursuit of his 30th frag, 26 at the moment by his name.
Rain's going to give this a crack by the looks of things.
Looks like a good chance. I mean, there's an element of surprise by tucking into this tight corner. If he can find one as they cross, Junior might go looking. Okay, Junior should hit this shot, and he will. FURIA 15 on Faze's pick, looking to pick this. You know, it's clearly this hard work has paid off for him, and an opportunity that arose because FURIA had played so often with him in the pug scene. You know, like they were aware of what he was capable of. Played against him, in fact. A lot of the time, playing against him, they realized and identified his strengths as well. Triumph versus FURIA. Go back and look at his stats against FURIA.
For Faze, this has been a pretty poor showing on their own map choice. They won both pistols, and they've only managed to get 8 rounds. One of the rounds on the T-half was that 2-on-4 situation. So as we let the clock whittle on down here, it feels like this one is done and dusted.
Yeah, I mean, it's fine to bring up the pistols, but it would be foolish not to immediately remind you of K-Serato's jumping Coldzera headshot.
Oh, yeah.
And Cold's no stranger to jumping Mirage headshots. He's had his fair share in his career. But that one really did just shake them to their core. Nice little lineup. What you got for us there, Junior? Smokes will rain in. And that one lands right on their noggin. Bit of info for Rain, though. He actually can play around the periphery of the smoke.
Oh, and Brokey's taking the damage. Brokey's the one who should fight first here, but it's too little too late.
Element of surprise. Good shots. Needs another. Multiple targets. Viddy's actually lurking in the smoke, and Arts continues to wrap around and put the pressure on. Little bit of burn damage. Carrigan's added to the list. We've got a 16-8, folks. FURIA, just another day in the office. They're ready to head to their map pick. Overpass, waiting in the wings.